Hello YouTube fans, and welcome to Retire in Lake Chapala, where we provide you with all the information you need to make informed decisions about moving to Lake Chapala. Today we're in lovely Sendernos del Lago. We're about midway between Jocotepec and San Juan Cosala. I haven't been out to this location before. We have stunning views, and I'll show you a little bit of the views and the house later on. Right now we have Bill and Jeannie joining us today, and Bill and Jeannie are first-time visitors to Lake Chapala. They've been here 2 weeks now, just coming up 2 weeks. And please tell us why you chose to look at Lake Chapala as a retirement destination.
Okay, go ahead.
Me? Well, the climate appealed to me. We were looking for other places. We kind of looked at Costa Rica, Panama, Thailand. But when I found out what the weather was like here, I was like, yep, that's the place.
Yeah, we have great weather here, no question about it, and it's probably the number one reason why people move here.
It's not hot and humid, and there's no snow and ice in the winter, so.
Yeah, you wouldn't want snow and ice on this road. This was steep.
No.
This was steep coming up here.
Yeah, you need a ski lift.
I was
right?
feeling a little bit of rubber just coming up and
Yeah.
on the dry, and I wouldn't want to come up in the wet.
Yep.
This is higher than I would
sure.
want to be if we buy a home.
But very, very nice views for sure.
Yeah.
And so what's your impressions now after 2 weeks?
We like it a lot. I mean, it's it's very different. I've been in I was in Ecuador years ago. It's got some similarities to it. But the weather's great. It just takes a while to learn where things are. Even though we've watched lots of videos, it takes a little while to learn out where's this town, where do you shop here, where do you buy that. But the driving's fine. People are really good drivers. Nothing crazy going on.
I think the driving's scary.
It's a bit
She's
scary.
been doing the driving, doing a really good job. A dog will run out in front of you, or someone on a bike. Motorcycles will pass you on either side. And he's handling it really well. It's going to take me a while before I'll be driving.
Yeah.
I've driven in New York City a lot, lots of traffic people, so
Okay.
this is not bad at all.
So there you go. If you're a New Yorker, you'll fit in here just fine.
Yeah.
We spoke a little bit about location. I understand you're a little bit surprised at how far your rental here was out from Ajijic, so you weren't really sure the distances between places.
Yeah, when you're looking at a map, the lake, and you see the little towns there, and you understand it's 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, but we didn't really know, but it's not a problem. It's allowed us to, we've got plenty of time. And
Have you been exploring Jocotepec?
Yeah, yes we have, yeah.
And what do you think of that town?
Great, but I've gotten lost there about 5 times. It's like a black hole. No, it's charming. The community is actually wonderful. It's more native Mexicans. I don't think there's a lot of Anglos there, but it's great. And I think I was telling you last time we were talking. We were driving through looking for something, and then all of a sudden, a lot of traffic and motorcycles, and there's a lot of activity. Little kids, dogs, horses, guys walking horses, guys on horses. And then all of a sudden, everything just stopped, and this group, probably, I don't know, 100 people, 200 people, came out of a local Catholic church with a hearse with flowers, and everything just stopped. No honking horns. It was actually quite nice. Not to see a funeral, but how
everyone
cohesive
respected it.
How cohesive it was.
Yeah.
In New York, people would be honking.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
They don't care.
They don't care. Yeah.
Now, we met when you took my communities tour. What did you think of that, and did it help you in figuring out the lay of the land?
It was great. I appreciate you doing that, taking the time to do that.
Yeah.
And then I've looked online at some of the homes, and it says what community they're in, then I kind of know where it was. The ones I can remember, because you showed us a lot that day, so that was helpful.
Yeah, it was very helpful. Yeah, there's we're not native Spanish speakers, so the names get a little complicated. But we've watched enough videos that put it together. It's like a puzzle. And certainly a wide variety of homes, and really some really nice stuff at every price range.
Yeah, that's nice. That there's so much available in all price ranges. Starting at, like, I don't know, 70 to 90,000.
That's right.
Of course, I like the higher end. So,
Yeah. These ones here in Sendernos are starting around 70, even less if they're kind of run down, but in around that $70,000 price range.
Yeah.
So.
So it's
I
nice,
could
it's
see for some
affordable.
people, if you're only here, you know, whatever, short period of time.
Canadian snowbirds like it here. They're inexpensive, and if you just use them 6 months of the year, it's good for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned the word Spanish earlier. How have you found? Did you need a lot of Spanish in your travels here?
At times it was a little complicated. You know, I've had some high school, college Spanish, and I used to work on the port of Miami with the Cubans, so it's kind of there, but I haven't used it in a long time.
Yeah, you can understand a lot more. I'm completely lost if they don't know English completely. So I do need to learn Spanish.
We went to dinner at a place on the lake here, right on the lake, and it was nice, and nobody spoke any English, and they brought the menus. The menus were in Spanish. We ordered something, and then something appeared, and I'm like, I'm not really sure that's what. Turns out it was what I ordered, but I didn't know that that's what I ordered. You know, but it was great.
Raw shrimp and
The food's
hot pepper.
unbelievable.
It is. It's
just,
fantastic.
I don't think we've had one bad meal. You know, It's just been fantastic.
Well, nowadays they have those handy apps too, where you can hold the phone over the menu and it'll translate for
we
you.
don't know about that one. Yeah, we've been dabbling with one of those phone translators, and it's
sometimes it works.
maybe you could recommend one that works
Sometimes it
better. It's
doesn't.
kind of off and on. Yeah.
So you've been going out to restaurants, doing some things.
Yeah.
What did you find the cost of living is like here that you've seen?
Well, certainly less. We live in eastern United States, eastern Pennsylvania. You know, about an hour and a half to New York City.
And as a percentage, what would you say would be half, 60, 70% of what you spend
half
there?
or a third.
Half to a third? Yeah.
Yeah.
And in our research, we know that homes might cost quite a bit, but the property taxes are so much less. So that's very appealing, and the cost of living is so much less. So of course that's appealing.
Yeah, once you own, it's very inexpensive to hold a home here, to keep a home here.
Yeah. I like Ahihik. We've been exploring the village. I mean, there's the Malecon, and then there's the village square, and then all the roads with the shops. We were there yesterday. It's really nice.
That was going to be my next question. Now you've explored the area a bit. Which area did you like the best for living in? What do you think? Where do you think you'd like to live? Would you like to live in the village, or would you like to live in one of the other communities that we looked at?
It's a good question.
There are communities in Ahihik, but not right downtown. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out, but I think I'd rather be up on the hill a little bit with the lake view, and then just be able to go to the village, you know, when we wanted to.
There's some nice places in Upper Ahihik, like Riviera Alta or the San Juan de las Colinas. That's just a simple street, but view homes on there. You're in Upper Ahihik. You're only 2 blocks from the Wednesday Market. You know, really good location, yet you have views too. So. Lots of options.
Yeah, lots of options.
What was the one with your Lomas? There's one house. We don't even know if
I'll
it's for
talk to
sale,
him
but
after.
I think it was Lomas de Ahihik. You like that community?
there was one house there.
Oh,
There was
yeah,
one
that
house
is.
there. Yeah.
There's a house there. Yeah. I have my eye on.
Well, like you say, options.
We have a couple of years yet before we can.
To wrap things up, do you want to share anything with the viewers? Any advice? You've been here now for 2 weeks. It's your first time. Any advice to other people doing the same thing as you?
Well, one thing I got wrong is because it's the rainy season, I thought we'll have days that it's rainy, so we'll need a raincoat. We brought extra shoes because, you know, I figured flash flooding, stepping in puddles, whatever, an umbrella, and I didn't bring a raincoat or an umbrella, and I haven't needed those things. I mean, you could have an umbrella, but it usually rains at night or early in the morning, and then the sun comes out. Well, I thought it was going to be like rainy days, so the weather's been much nicer than I was expecting. So.
Well, that is important information. Yeah, so don't leave your rain park at home. You won't need it because during the daytime it's always sun.
I haven't needed a jacket or a sweater the whole time. Evening, more, you know. So that's great.
Thanks so much for joining us today, and stay tuned, folks. We're going to take a little quick tour of the house, show you some of the views here, and please post and let us know what you think. Here we are in Sendernos del Lago, and we're pretty high up, and you'll see when you see my surprise view at the end how high we actually are. Let's go and have a look at this little place. Going in the front door here, we enter right into the dining room with a small kitchen. And there's your dining room table, bit of a living room. We're going to head right on upstairs, have a look at these bedrooms first, and we'll leave the view for last. Two bedrooms upstairs. We've got one mountain view. Bathroom. The skylight, which is nice. And living room with some awesome lake views. And we'll head back downstairs and have a look at the rest of the house. Here's your little living room. Very nice. And we got some spectacular lake views to show you. There's Mount Garcia in the distance. Pretty darn nice. If you like views, you'll like this. And you're looking right at Jocotepec there. That's all, folks. See you next week. Bye for now.